There is a moment in every Florida traveler's life when you find yourself staring at an admission price so high, you begin to question every decision you've made. And at the Salvador Dalí Museum in St. Petersburg, that moment comes at precisely $32 per adult, before tax. And if you're thinking that's not too bad, let me remind you, this is per person. Bring a family of 4, and congratulations, you just dropped $128 before you even step through the door, which raises the burning question: is Florida's most expensive museum actually worth it? Let's find out. Let's start with the basics. The Dalí Museum is home to the largest collection of Salvador Dalí's works outside of Spain. More than 2,400 pieces, paintings, sculptures, sketches, and things so surreal they defy categorization. And for that privilege, the museum charges more than any other museum in Florida. The Kennedy Space Center, that's $75, but at least you get to see an actual spaceship that's flown in space numerous times. The Ringling Museum in Sarasota, free on Mondays. The Morse Museum in Winter Park, less than $10, and you get to see gorgeous Tiffany glass. Here in St. Pete, $32 to view a collection of one of the greats housed in a single gallery.
Desoxyribonucleic acid or homage to Crick and Watson.
So what exactly are you paying for? Well, for starters, you're not just looking at paintings. This museum is an experience. You're walking through a building designed to be surreal. A giant glass bubble juts out from the brutalist concrete structure like a relic from some alien civilization. Inside, a massive spiral staircase seems to go nowhere. Dalí would have loved that. And of course, there are the paintings. The hallucinogenic Toreador, so huge and layered with optical illusions, it feels like your brain is melting. The Discovery of America by Christopher Columbus, massive, bizarre, and oddly patriotic for a guy who lived in Spain. And then there's the persistence of memory. You know, the one with the melting clocks. Well, sorry to disappoint you, but it's not here. The actual painting is in New York. So if you came all this way just for that, I have bad news. What you do get, however, is Dalí's lesser-known, weirder, and sometimes unsettling works, including a series of paintings inspired by nuclear physics. Yes, that's a thing. Dalí was convinced atomic energy was the key to understanding art, because sure, why not? Now, in case the paintings aren't enough to justify the price, the museum does offer a few extras. So you think you've seen art? Well, unless you've been to the Dalí Museum's latest spectacle, Dalí Alive 360, you're basically still drawing stick figures. This isn't just an exhibit. It's a full-blown, multi-sensory assault on your perception of reality. Housed within the museum's new architectural marvel, the Dalí Dome, this experience plunges you into 360 degrees of light and sound, making you question whether you've stepped into a museum or accidentally ingested some of Dalí's creative inspiration. Dalí Alive 360 is a $15 add-on to the regular gallery admission. Each show runs about 40 minutes, which is just enough time to reach artistic enlightenment. The Masterworks augmented reality experience back inside the museum allows visitors to see hidden details within Dalí's iconic works by scanning them with a mobile device, revealing layers of meaning not visible to the naked eye. And then on the main floor of the museum is a cafe and a gift shop where you can buy everything from Dalí-themed coffee mugs to melting clock-shaped wall decor, because if you haven't spent enough money yet, don't worry, the museum has you covered. So now comes the verdict. $32. Was it worth it? Well, it depends. If you're an art lover, if Dali's brand of surrealism speaks to you on a personal level, or if you just really enjoy looking at things that make no sense, then yes, this place is for you. But if you're more of a casual museum goer, if you expected the persistence of memory, but got an entire exhibit about nuclear mysticism instead, then maybe, just maybe, you'll feel like you paid a little too much for a lot of weird. At the end of the day, this isn't just a museum, it's a theme park for the surreal. It's bizarre, it's thought-provoking, and it's unapologetically expensive. But in Florida, where a theme park ticket can set you back $150, maybe that's just the price we pay for stepping into a dream, or in this case, a Dalí fever dream. So what do you think? Is the Dalí worth $32 per person, or is this just another overpriced Florida attraction? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this trip into surrealist madness, hit the like button, subscribe for more Florida deep dives, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay curious and don't let the clocks melt on your way out.